you so much for being here tonight. Our first speaker this evening is fighting to close the achievement gap on the Waianae coast. Dan Bobrowski is a first-year Corps member at Waianae Intermediate School, where he seeks to inspire his students through science.
Picture this. It's the first day of school. I greet students at the door with a seating chart and watch as they cautiously navigate my classroom, the route from the door to their desks for the very first time. Rather than initiating introductions, I pull out a 20-gallon water jug and a bottle of 97% isopropyl alcohol. I uncap the jug, pour a little alcohol inside, and make a grand display of thoroughly coating the entire inside of the container. Emptying the excess alcohol out, I quickly cap the jug, pull out a lighter, click it once to solicit a flame, and hold it near the capped orifice of the jug. One hand on the lid of the container, the other holding the flame, I pause and ask the students what they think will happen. Believe you me, they came up with some great answers, ranging from classroom explosions to water bottle meltdowns. All guesses rooted in their radical notions of how alcohol would combust within a plastic confine. The student imaginations having been exhausted, I pointed out to them that each of their guesses represented an assumption, an idea rooted in previous experience that may or may not be true. While the students pondered this thought, I took the logical progression one step further and asked them, what do you think people assume about you, your school, and your community of Waianae? They shouted answers such as, people think we are stupid. None of us will go to college. We will never become anything. Sentiments that struck a chord among their peers as I watched as students around the room nodded their heads solemnly in agreement. And then the unbelievable happened. One young lady in the back corner of the room raised her hand and, addressing the entire class, said, "But we can change this." Covered in goosebumps, it was then that I first believed that my students and I would fight the Waianae stereotype. We are currently living up to this belief. Kaylin, one of my students, entered the year with something to prove. Having been removed from private school because, according to his parents, he was too stupid. During a class goal-setting activity, he expressed the desire to show everyone that he could be smart. Just over halfway through the year, Kaylin has an average of 98% in my rigorous science class. He has grown 2.3 reading levels, and he met proficiency on both his first and second attempts of the Hawaii State Assessment in Science. He comes to me daily with updates on his reading progress. And he is on pace to successfully read 1 million words over the course of the year. However, my classroom alone will not change the odds for Waianae. This is why it is so encouraging to see the incredible work of my Teach for America colleagues at Waianae Intermediate. In her second year of teaching, Corps member Nina Beckwith gets the community involved in her classroom and has and has encouraging sticky notes from a parent or guardian from every parent of every student hanging in her classroom. Mark Cassidy, also in his second year of teaching, has led 90% of his students to meet proficiency on the Math HSA. Outside of the classroom, he started the Waianae Coast Scholarship Foundation, a nonprofit devoted to make college dreams an affordable reality for kids on the Leeward Coast. As if this wasn't enough, Mark Cassidy secured funding for the basketball team that he and I both coached together. The players now strut around campus in matching uniforms, t-shirts, and basketball shoes. Look around this room. Each and every teacher here can share similar stories about how they impact the lives of their students every day. However, we need reinforcement. We must have even more capable and committed teachers who will work tirelessly and passionately to ensure that all of our children have an excellent education. Each classroom lights the spark that contributes to the growing flame. And we cannot stop until educational inequity across the nation has gone up in flames. My class ignited a water jug on the first day, giving us a battle cry that will endure the entire year. This is but a spark in the grand scheme of things. The classrooms of my colleagues on the Leeward Coast, Greater Oahu, and the Big Island are also catching fire. And we would like to extend our sincere gratitude to you all for giving us this opportunity to make a difference. Thank you.